Hello and welcome everyone to the Orange County Department of Education College and Career Fairs. We are so excited to have you participating in today's event. I have a fantastic group of schools here with me today. My name is Jeannie and I will be your facilitator for the event. Before we get started, I have just a few housekeeping items for you all. First of all, your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you today. However, you have a Q&A button on your screen. You can use that anytime during today's event. You don't have to wait until a certain institution is presenting. If you have questions for any and all of our institutions today, go ahead and use that Q&A button at any time. This is one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website so you can see what other sessions are taking place. And then this presentation, along with all of the others, are all being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/COSI. I will put that link in the chat for you all, but first I am going to turn it over to our first presenter. Kicking us off today, we are going to hear from EHL Switzerland. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daniel Flores, and I'm the Senior Recruitment Officer for EHL. Just a little bit about us. We go by 3-2-1 models. So the 3 stands for the locations, and that's actually what's on your screen. On the left-hand side, you will see Lausanne, Switzerland in the French-speaking part. In the middle will be Passau, Switzerland in the Swiss-German-speaking part. And on the right will be Singapore. First thing to note is the program is taught entirely in English, so you do not need to know the local language. However, you will be picking up the local language just by immersing yourself and also by some of the curriculum that we have where language is a component of it. Now, the 2 in the 3-2-1 model stands for the different pathways. To make it super simple, one pathway, the professional pathway, is 5 years, but it encompasses 2 years of work experience. And that's really for somebody solely focused in hotels and restaurants. Now, we also have the academic pathway, and that's a 4-year program with 1 year of internship experience embedded into it. And that's really for the person who's interested in business, but you still have a twist of hospitality to it. Now, it leads us to our 1 bachelor's degree in the 3-2-1. We offer 1 bachelor's, and it's a Bachelor's of Science in International Hospitality Management. First thing to note is hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. Once again, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. This is a business program with a focus on premier guest experience. Now, as far as EHL at a glance, so you get an idea of what it looks like. So on campus, we have over 120 nationalities. We have around 3,900 total students, 3,300 undergrad students. We have a lot of firsts. We are the world's first hotel school. We started off in 1893. We are currently ranked as the world's #1 hospitality and leisure management program. In addition, we were the first and only school with the Michelin star training restaurant. In addition, we were the first school to have Swiss and American accreditation. So what that means for you is if you graduate from EHL, you can work or you can continue your education worldwide. In addition to that, this is our dress code. We wear suits every single day. The whole point is to prepare you for the real world. If you've never walked in heels, if you've never tied a tie, if you've never worn a fitted suit, we want to prepare you for that for right when you get into your career. Now, the 3 campuses. Passau is in the Swiss German speaking part, and this is perched right in the hillside. Beautiful boutique style campus, very Swiss German. And in addition, you're really close to outdoor activities. So whether it's skiing, snowboarding, or if you like medical spas, there's well over 30 in about a 30-minute drive. So definitely a great way for you to kind of escape for the hustle and bustle. Now, if you're looking for the more university style feel, we have our Lausanne campus in the French speaking part. However, this is our main hub. Very modern, very minimalistic. Everything was environmentally sustainable in the current construction we're going through. We have 2 brand new apartment buildings, 3 brand new dorms. We'll also be having a lot more food spaces, an indoor gym, indoor pool, indoor spa. College life is rough. You need the mani-pedis. Boom, you can get that right on campus. In addition, being in Europe or being in Switzerland, in a 3-hour flight, you're in up to 36 different countries. So think of your college experience. Now, if you want to or ever saw yourself getting any experience in Asia, that's where we have our Singapore hub. This is the business hub of Asia. So in a 3-hour flight, you're in up to 18 different countries. This used to be a British boarding house, and we repurposed it to be a campus. Now, this is very important to do to no matter what program or what school you're looking at, look at the courses that you're taking. Super important, because when you're studying something you're interested in, it's great. When you're studying something you're not interested in, it sucks. So look at every single course you're taking. The first 6 months of our program, you're switching off courses every single week, making chocolates, making pastries, drinking wine, making cocktails, to cleaning toilets, making beds, learning French, visiting and eating at a 3-Michelin-star restaurant. You learn service skills in Lausanne. Then after that, your first 6-month internship worldwide. So in your first year, up to 2 different countries, not including weekend trips. Then after that, you have 3 semesters of business courses, hospitality courses, and language courses. We offer German, French, Russian, Mandarin, and Spanish. After that, you have your second 6-month internship, same deal, anywhere around the world. Then after that, you finish off in either Singapore or in Lausanne. And with that, you actually become a consultant and you solve a real problem for a real company, either by yourself with up to 5 others. You say, hey, you know what? I want to start my own business. We have a startup incubator on campus, or you can do a research thesis. No matter what you choose, you have at least one expert coach guiding you the entire way. And this is what leads us to have 96% of our students get a job within 6 months of graduation. And that's the highest of any school offering this program. Now, once again, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. A good amount of our alumni go into the traditional hospitality route, but because this is a business program, anything you can do with a business degree, you do with hospitality. I also make the joke, if you hate people, this is a terrible industry. If you love people, this is a great way for you to be yourself and make a career out of it. Now, in addition, we have over 30,000 alumni working in over 150 countries. So this is a global industry. Now, these are only some of the companies that have hired our students, whether it's for internships or for full-time jobs. And once again, not just hotels and restaurants, banking, consumer goods, luxury goods, airlines, Big 4 accounting firms. In addition, we are on Common App. We also have an institutional scholarship or institutional application. We do a video interview in addition to another interview with people on the other side of the screen. We also do accept FAFSA, and we also offer other scholarship opportunities. For any questions, this is my contact information. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. What a great way to get us started. Thank you so much, EHL. All right, we're going to move stateside now and hear from the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So my name is Tanisha Young, and I'm a first-year admissions coordinator here at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. I am also a double alum of this institution. So I'm a Seahawk through and through. I really enjoyed my time at UNC Wilmington. And I'm just here to share a little bit about our people, our programs, and our beautiful city of Wilmington. To begin, I know some of you may possibly have never heard of Wilmington or know where we're located. So I first want to talk a little bit about that. University of North Carolina, Wilmington, or UNCW for short, is located in Wilmington, North Carolina. We are a southeastern coastal town right on the tip of North Carolina. We are about 2 hours from our state capital, Raleigh, North Carolina, if you're familiar with the state. And we do have an international airport just 15 minutes from our campus. So for all of our out-of-state students, it's very easy to go to and from home for certain breaks and easily, so you don't have to drive, especially for those on the West Coast, definitely making sure that you're able to fly home. And within Wilmington itself, we are known as a coastal university as well as a coastal town. So we have 3 surrounding island beaches. Wrightsville Beach, being the nearest to our campus location, is just a 10-minute drive from campus. And then additionally, we have Carolina and Curry Beach, and those are about 25 minutes from our campus location. We have the beautiful historic downtown riverfront area of Wilmington, and that has hundreds of different cafes, restaurants, shopping, nighttime life for our students to get involved with off campus when they're not studying or they're done with all of their classes, and an area to explore on the weekend. And it has been named one of the best upcoming rising cities within the South by Southern Living magazine, and our riverfront area and the downtown area has been ranked as one of the best places, riverfront areas by USA Today. To talk about UNCW specifically, we are a mid-sized institution, so we have just under 18,000 total students. About 14,650 of that is undergraduate students, so we're a really good mid-sized institution where we have a lot to offer outside of academics and in the Wilmington community, but we do have more of a small size feel within the academic classroom. So we have an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio and an average class size of 27. To talk a little bit more about Wilmington, specifically in association with hospitality and tourism, Wilmington itself is known as a tourist destination. So outside of academics, the city itself provides a lot of great opportunities for you to build your resume within that tourism and management component of your degree. Specifically, I already mentioned our 3 island beaches, but the historic downtown riverfront area has a lot. So referencing different hotels and resorts really for our summer crowd because of our beach locations, but we do also have a lot of historical sites. Our downtown area is a national registered historic district. So there's multiple blocks where you can learn more about the different history and museums, work in those fields, as well as the battleship area, different famous gardens that we have. We just built a new concert venue. So if you're really interested in the events planning and tourism hospitality, specifically with restaurants and hotels, Wilmington itself does provide a lot of great opportunities. I do want to talk a little bit about the curriculum specifically. At UNC Wilmington, we offer a tourism, recreation, and sports major here at UNCW. So this department is kind of blended. So within the degree, you'll have a concentration within tourism, hospitality, and event planning. This is kind of the core curriculum that all of our students who go into this major will focus on, and they really connect directly with our learning outcomes. So as many of the other schools will talk to you today, you really want to diversify your profile. So not only having experience with hotels or restaurants, but if you wanted to create your own tourism business, our degree really helps prepares you for that. So you'll learn about planning your own budget, how to create a marketing plan for you if you are promoting your own business, learning about the foundations of leisure service and customer service, what that all goes into, how you provide an ultimate leisure experience for a guest or consumer. Specifically talking about the tourism, hospitality, and events concentration, there are 4 classes that you will take that really specialize within that in addition to our core curriculum. But the last semester of your senior year, you'll actually just be doing full-time work. So you'll have a semester-long internship that you'll receive academic credit for, but it's really your time to shine and really work with a specific company or organization with their tourism that they offer. These are just some of our internship agencies that we partner with. Our list is over 150, but these are some big ones that are within the state of North Carolina, outside of the state, as well as outside of the country. For example, the Red Point Patagonia, that is for Chile. We have Craft Hospitality, which is in New York City, Glacier Bay, which is in Alaska. So a lot of great opportunities abroad, even if that's something that you're interested in for that internship opportunity. As mentioned, UNCW does provide a lot of opportunities for you to have applied learning. We want to make sure that you're competitive when you're entering into the workforce. 91% of our students have a success rate after graduating within 6 months of their graduation date. So 80% of them are going into a full-time position, and the other 11% are going into a full-time graduate level program. You really do get to have a lot of experience outside the academic classroom, which really is going to aid you in your degree program and once you enter into the workforce. We have a very rambunctious campus life here at UNCW, over 300 clubs and organizations. We are a Division I athletic program and have multiple multicultural and Greek life organizations, just to talk a little bit outside of the majors that we offer. And then lastly, this is just a quick review of what we review for admissions. The big change traditionally is that we are test optional this year, so it's not required to submit testing. And if you have any further questions or concerns, my name is Tanisha Young, but Christopher Walls is the regional counselor that works specifically with students from the Far West. So if you have further questions or concerns or want to learn more about UNCW, feel free to email him directly, and you can take a quick picture of the QR code to get added to our mailing list to stay connected to learn more about UNCW. But I appreciate for your time today. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, University of North Carolina, Wilmington. All right, we're going to keep it going now, and we're going to hear from IE University in Spain. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Micah Trubman. I am the Associate Director for IE University. I am also from Orange County and went to IE, so happy to connect after if you have any questions about my experience. But I like to talk about facts about Spain. If anybody hasn't been, please go. It's an amazing, amazing country. I'm not going to read through some of the facts that I find interesting, or at least all of them, but Spain is the second most visited country in the world because of its culture, the people. Madrid's the sunniest city in Europe. Spain also is ranked top 5 in the most Michelin stars. So anybody who's a foodie, I highly recommend going. And the holidays. So there's over 83 bank holidays compared to the 11 that you get in the US. So there are a lot of chances to travel to different countries with your friends. So a little bit about IE. What's unique is we actually have 2 campuses in Spain. So we have one in Segovia, which you'll see up on the top right, and then one in the capital of Madrid. In Segovia, that's about 35 minutes northwest of Madrid. So you're still in a city, but you're just a little bit higher up elevated. So you'll have more mountain streams. It's a lot more Gothic in architecture and very romantic. The campus was built in 1218, and it's also protected by the United Nations. So anybody looking to study international relations, this is a really good school to come to. Our other campus in Madrid is where it started, and we built a new campus which opened up this year. It's called the IE Tower. It's the 3rd tallest university in the world and the first and only high-rise university in all of Europe. Madrid is an amazing city. And Spain in general, it's a city that never sleeps. There's always something for everyone to do, whether you like skiing or wine country or going to the beaches or anything like that. Again, there's something for everyone. So a little bit deeper dive into IE. We're one of the world's most international universities. We have over 75% of our students are coming from all over the globe to study at IE. We've got over 140 nationalities on campus, and there are quite a few languages spoken on campus. But the most important thing that I would love for you to leave with is that everything is taught in English. You don't have to speak Spanish to come to IE. Spain happens to be one of the most diverse countries, and everybody on average speaks probably 3 to 4 languages, and English is definitely one of them. We are highly ranked. We are 1st in Spain, 10th in Europe, 25th worldwide. And in terms of recruitment, so students getting jobs after or before they graduate IE, we're top 4. 95% of our students graduate, report a job within 6 months. And if you have a goal of possibly giving yourself the opportunity to work outside of the country that you're coming from, over 43% of our students do so. Some things that we're really known for, we are ranked #1 in entrepreneurship. So if you would love to start a company, learn how to start a company, this is a great place to do it. We've got corporate mentors. We've got a Shark Tank kind of thing, or a hub called Area 31. We're known for our practical teaching methodology. You're going to be learning things in the class that is actually applied in the real world. So when you start working, you know what's up. Technology and innovation, humanities and sustainability. But more importantly, companies know us globally, and you'll have a lot of internships with them. This is just a small snapshot of the 4- and 5-year degrees that we offer. We offer 4-year single degrees and 5-year dual degrees because you are studying 2 degrees. So you'll graduate with 2 different diplomas. One that I would like to highlight, or ones that are pretty popular, is business administration because of the entrepreneurial factor, communications and digital media, law, and computer science and AI. We do have a 3-2 program with Northwestern for law. So if you would like to be a lawyer in the US, please feel free to chat with me about that afterwards. But the idea is when you're at IE, you can build your own path. You can do different electives and advanced seminars that aren't related to your major. Of course, you can do a semester or 2 on exchange or a study abroad, and internships that are paid that can also be abroad. But for your 1st and 2nd year, we want you to start getting experience and exploring opportunities that you might be passionate about. And we call those labs. So labs, again, are offered for 1st and 2nd year students to explore what they would want to do professionally. And it's great for building your resume. Here again is just a small snapshot. So if you want to go into a startup or want to work in design or something with a social impact like sustainability, you have the opportunity to do so. We have over 160 partnered universities that are highly ranked all over the world. So you could essentially study abroad while you're studying abroad. Campus life is very vibrant. We've got lots of clubs. We even have Olympians at IE, which I always find super interesting. So we've got horseback riders and skiers and swimmers. And our last graduating class in 2020 or 2021, I should say, these are going to be some of the sectors that they went into. So really you can apply your degree in whether it's finance, hospitality, technology, the public sector, law, or anything else like that. And again, your degrees are recognized all over the world. The application process, it's really quite simple. I'm here to help you every step of the way, but just note we are on Common App. The online application is not going to be any different than American applications. You know, you have an essay, transcripts, etc. We do take the SATs and ACTs, but if you weren't able to take those, please take our admissions test. And then we have an online assessment as well as a personal interview, and then you find out on the 5th step. We offer financial aid to all students who have been accepted into IE. We have over 21 that you can choose from. And again, we also have applications for scholarship opportunities for even 11th grade students, living accommodation, all that fun stuff, but that is up time for me. So please feel free to get in touch, and I look forward to helping you with your application.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, IE University in Spain. I want to remind everyone that that Q&A function is live, so get your questions in for our institutions today. We're going to hear now from the Swiss Education Group in Switzerland. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jasmine. I'm the California counselor at the Swiss Education Group. Let me just share my screen with you. We are a group of 4 colleges all in Switzerland, and we specialize primarily in business, hospitality, and culinary arts. So something unique about us, this picture you see here is of one of our campuses. It's called the Co-Palace because 100 years ago, this used to be what they called a palace hotel. This is the kind of hotel where kings and queens stayed when they vacationed in Switzerland. And now this is one of our campuses. This is where you could study and where you could live. So you learned a little bit about Switzerland from EHL, but as Danielle mentioned, a super tiny country in the heart of Western Europe. And so lots of opportunities to travel once you're over there. You're not just in Switzerland, you really have all of Western Europe at your fingertips. Switzerland's really well known for being very safe, for being very stable politically, socially, economically. But in terms of why you might want to study hospitality specifically there, it is known as the birthplace of modern hospitality. And so it is still famous worldwide for both its hospitality and its hospitality education. In terms of culinary arts, it actually has the highest density of Michelin star restaurants per capita. And of course, you can't beat the chocolate and the cheese over there. Like I mentioned at the start, we are a group of 4 schools. Each of them has a different area of specialization. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the individual schools, but if there is a program you want to learn more about, please feel free to reach out to me. Afterwards, I will be leaving my contact information. I will just say briefly that all of the schools were ranked in the top 10 globally in this year's QS World University rankings for hospitality and leisure management. And for our culinary program specifically, we do offer 2 pathways, one in culinary and one in chocolate and pastry arts. But all of the schools, they are structured the same way, and it is a little bit different than maybe some of the other American universities you've been looking at. It is 3 years, so not 4 years, and you are able to get your bachelor's degree in that time. In your first 2 years, you study for the first half of the year, and then in the second half of the year, we send you out to do an internship and put everything into practice in the real world. So it is a paid internship. It is also international. So if there's a country you've always wanted to visit, our career coaches will work with you to try to find those job opportunities there. Many students do choose to work at 4 or 5-star hotels, but we also have students who intern at other places such as Swiss banks or watchmakers, or even the UN. So again, our career coaches will work with you to figure out what your interests and passions and goals are, and then try to connect you with those opportunities wherever they may be in the world. After your first 2 years in your 2 internships, you would come back to us for a full year of study, and then you would graduate with a dual degree. You'd receive a Swiss degree from us as well as an American or UK degree, depending on your program of study. So you would receive dual accreditation if you ever want to come back to the States to continue your studies or to work. You don't have to worry if the degree will transfer. It is recognized worldwide. You finish a year ahead of your friends. For those who might be interested in pursuing a master's degree, you could actually do that in 4 years total in the time it would take for you to get a bachelor's degree here in the US. Like with some of the other European schools you're hearing about today, our classes are all in English, so you don't have to worry if you don't speak French or German, although you will be required to learn one of those as a second language. Classes are all small, usually 15 to 25 students, and super practical. Again, our campuses are based in former hotels, so you have the facilities to put into practice everything you're learning about in your textbook. So it is a really immersive learning environment. And we really believe in learning by doing. I mean, hospitality, business, these aren't things that you just learn from a textbook. We really want you implementing everything. So we partner with a variety of industry leaders, just some of them are listed here. And so our students, they participate in stock market competitions. They throw different events such as the opening gala for international wine tasting competitions. Our students, they learn how to make their own honey, how to make their own scents. For La Mer, we've worked with them on business projects. So even within the classroom, there are lots of opportunities to put into practice everything you're learning about. We are super international. Most of our students come from outside of Switzerland and outside of the US. So you have opportunities to make friends from all over the globe. All our campuses are quite small, so it is really a family atmosphere. You really get to know everyone, but being part of a network of multiple schools means that you have access to the career network and the resources of the larger institution. In terms of careers, for us, it isn't just about job placement. Obviously, if we can place you in an internship after just half a year of study, we hope you can find a full-time job after you graduate. But we really want to help students build their careers and hopefully fast track your career. So 89% of our graduates actually hold management positions or have started their own company just 5 years after graduating. And again, I think students are really able to climb the career ladder a little more quickly just because they do graduate with a resume that stands out for most of their peers. And I think studying internationally also gives you access to an international career network. If you're not quite ready to come back to California after you graduate, you really have the opportunity to continue your career abroad as well. In terms of admissions, we do take a very holistic approach to admissions, and we are test optional. This was the case pre-COVID, so this will likely remain the policy in the future. We're not on Common App, although we do have an online application, so it's super simple. And we do also offer some summer programs for students who may not be sure what they want to go into, or who say, hospitality sounds interesting, but I haven't taken classes in it yet, so I'm not sure I want to commit. And then in terms of admissions, we do also offer both merit and need-based scholarships, but I believe my time is almost up, so please feel free to reach out to me directly if you'd like more information. Again, I am the California counselor, so please feel free to reach out with any questions. I'm here to guide you through the admissions process. Thank you so much for listening.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Swiss Education Group. Y'all are doing fantastic. I know it's not easy to get all this in 6 minutes. We're going to keep going now and hear from Griffith University in Australia. Take it away.
Great. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justine Somerji, and I'm the Regional Marketing Manager at Griffith University in Australia. Thank you so much for joining us today. So to start off with, let's talk a little bit about where in Australia Griffith actually is. If you have a look at the map there, you'll notice the state of Queensland is highlighted. You'll see that Griffith actually has 4 campuses in the state's capital of Brisbane. And then we also have a campus at the Gold Coast, which is an hour's drive from Brisbane. So the Gold Coast now is actually the largest campus with about 18,000 students. And that's actually where most of our North American students go. I should also mention that the Gold Coast is a real tourism hub. So definitely a fantastic place for students to do tourism related study. We do have really strong links with all different sectors within the tourism industry. So life in Queensland is pretty good. We have, amazing weather, beautiful beaches, waterfalls, national parks, etc. But we also have really clean, safe, vibrant cities with fantastic public transport, which is particularly great for students. And this is an aerial view of our Gold Coast campus. So it's about a 20-minute tram ride from kind of the best known part of the Gold Coast, which is Surfers Paradise. And you'll see on the map there that Griffith Business School is located right in the middle of campus. And that is where you would begin any of your programs in the kind of tourism or hospitality related areas. Just a quick overview of Griffith before we go any further. Griffith was founded in the 1970s, so a pretty young university in the grand scheme of things. However, we are already ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide, and in the QS, a top 50 universities under the age of 50. So fantastic already results for us. Griffith is a comprehensive university, so we do have a range of different program areas. We do research in all of those areas, but teaching is also really important to us, and we are actually Australia's most awarded university for teaching. And in terms of numbers, overall Griffith has about 50,000 students, but of course spread across those 5 physical campuses. And of course we have a lot of students studying with us online as well. Of those 50,000 students, generally between 15 and 20% of those are international students from over 130 different countries. So very, very multicultural, just as you will see on the streets of the Gold Coast and Brisbane. Now, Griffith is very much about employability and giving students the best chance to be employed upon graduation. And that's why you will find work integrated learning or internship opportunities across all of our programs and at multiple levels. So you have different opportunities that you can take up throughout your program. We also offer a range of other services and programs to help you prepare for graduation, including mentoring. We have a careers and employment service that offers a lot of different programs, and we have leadership program opportunities for you as well. So our International Tourism and Hospitality Department is actually located within the Griffith Business School, and that's an AACSB accredited school. So if you're not familiar with this accreditation, it's a North American accreditation, and not all schools around the world or even within North America have this accreditation. So it's just an extra assurance for you that your program will translate back to the US upon completion. Just a few rankings for our business school here. You'll notice highlighted at the top is our ranking for hospitality and leisure management, currently ranked #1 in Australia and #5 globally. Now, in regard to the program itself, coming in from high school, you would be looking at the Bachelor of International Tourism and Hotel Management. And like most programs in Australia for undergraduate students, it's a 3-year program. This is very flexible in terms of intakes. So we work on a trimester system at Griffith. So you can come in February, July, or October, and you can study this program on the Gold Coast campus or at the Nathan campus in Brisbane. Now, the program admissions run on a rolling system, so you can apply anytime in senior year. And in terms of entry requirements, we're just looking at academic entry requirements. So you just need your high school diploma and your SAT score. We don't worry about interviews. We don't look at personal essays or anything else aside from that. So you can choose international tourism or hospitality management as your major, but you also have the opportunity in this program to do a second major, and that can be any major from our business school. So there's a really wide variety of options there for you. As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of work integrated learning opportunities in this program, in addition to access to industry professionals and our Business Plus program. All students also in this program have to take a career development course in final year. And again, this just prepares you for the transition from university program into the industry workplace. Griffith is also a member of Otolo, and that's an organization that helps tourism and hospitality students find mentoring and networking opportunities. Our Business Plus program is just one more way that the school really does support students in moving from study to the workplace. And this program is included in your tuition fees. So, you just need to pick a workshop and go along. These are run every year all throughout your program. So lots of opportunities to take part. Thank you all so much. Please feel free to drop any questions into the Q&A.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Griffith University. All right, we are going to head now to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And we will let them take it over. One more plug for that Q&A function. It is live. Get your questions in. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Alex Liebman and I'm with UNLV. So that stands for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. You can see in this photo here, this photo is taken from a drone shot above our building. So you can see how close we are to the famous Las Vegas Strip. A little bit about UNLV, we are a large public urban research university. And we're a state institution, so it's a large institution. We've got over 30,000 students at UNLV as a whole. We have over 300 different academic programs, but I'm here to talk to you about a program that I think sets our university apart from others, is our program in hospitality management. So I'm the director of recruitment for our Harrah College of Hospitality. I always like to start our presentations by just kind of reminding everybody what hospitality really is. I get that question a lot. It means so many different things to different people, but at the core, hospitality is all about creating experiences for people. And if that's something that resonates with you in some way, then a career and a degree program in hospitality management is a really good choice for you. Our students go into a variety of career paths, from hotels and resorts to events and entertainment, food and beverage, restaurants, conventions, gaming. So when I say gaming, casinos and gambling is what I'm talking about there. But even beyond kind of those traditional hospitality sectors, our students really can go into any industry with a foundation in hospitality management. So why you study hospitality? It's a growing industry. You are able to learn in our program skills that can be transferred into a variety of different career paths beyond traditional hospitality roles. And hospitality really does have a place really anywhere in the world. So you can take your career international with a foundation in hospitality management. UNLV, I think, is a great program. I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. We are internationally recognized for our program. We are the #1 ranked program in the US, #2 in the world, and we think that's pretty special. But not only are we a highly ranked program, but we're affordable. We are one of the top most affordable programs when you're looking at comparable programs here in the US. And then, of course, you can't beat our amazing location right here in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. We are less than 2 miles from the Las Vegas Strip. So we think we have the coolest living laboratory for our students. What's really cool is that not only are you in this great location learning in the classroom, but you have the ability to learn outside the classroom as well. We have spent a lot of time building amazing relationships with our employers, not only here in Las Vegas, but nationally and internationally. So our students really have the best opportunity for internship and work experience while they're getting their degree as well. A little bit about our program. It is a Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management. So it is a traditional 4-year degree program, much like you would find in other institutions as well. So you will have the general education requirements. You're going to have to take the math and science and English and some of those courses. You'll have a hospitality core requirements as well. So all those courses that all of our hospitality management students have to take, but then you also have the ability to really customize your program to follow a passion. We have a number of hospitality concentration options that you can take, but you also have the ability within our program to also take a minor in another academic unit if you so choose. We have some other requirements, which I'll talk about in just a second, that I think make our program extra special as well. So our Bachelor of Science program, I just wanted to share a couple of those required courses. As you can see, a lot of these courses are really focused on the business fundamentals in hospitality. So what that means is it's a hands-on program that teaches you those business management fundamentals, but they're all taught under the hospitality lens. So they're using specific examples in hospitality and how, let's say, finance and human resources and leadership and strategic management will be impacted within the hospitality industry. But then it also gives you the foundation, the business management foundation, again, to really take your skill set into a variety of different career paths if you so choose after graduation. Some of our current concentrations that are available are in event design and management, gaming, so that casino and gaming side, We have a new program in human resources management, if that's something that interests you. We have 2 areas in food and beverage, one restaurant management concentration as well as a beverage concentration. We also have a specialty program in professional golf management as well. So there's a lot of opportunities for our students to really follow some of those passions and take classes and immerse themselves in those areas that interest them the most. We do require our students to get hands-on experience. So we require our students to get at least 1,000 work hours in the hospitality industry before graduation. As well, we have internship requirements as well as what we call capstone course requirements. So those senior level courses where you're taking everything that you've learned over those 4 years and applying it to a real life situation, coming up with a new restaurant concept and executing that, coming up with a business plan, working on a real life event with a real client. So these are all things that you can add to your resume, which we feel makes our students more competitive in the industry once they graduate because they have the work experience as well as that degree. We also have some a wonderful career center that helps you along the way. We have over 100 different employers that we work with to get internship and job experience. I know I'm going over my time, so I'll just let you know our admission requirements are the same as the university. Our priority deadline is November 15th, but our app closes on May 1st. We are on the Common App, where you can apply on our website as well. For my California folks, we all also participate in the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship, so that drastically can drop your tuition. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out at hospitalityadmissions@unlv.edu and check out our virtual tour. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for closing us out there, University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Okay, we are going to move on now to a very brief Q&A. I'm going to ask all of my fellow panelists to join me on video here. And I think we're only going to have time for about one question. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of having all of these experts in one room and ask them, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We're going to start back at the top of the order with EHL Switzerland. I want to ask everyone to limit it to one piece of advice. Otherwise, it gets really tricky for those at the going last to come up with some good answers there. So take it away whenever you're ready.
Make it simple. Pursue your passion. Done.
Amazing. I would say make sure to ask many questions. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Admissions counselors, sometimes I guess students can see us as intimidating, but we really are here. We've been in your shoes. So don't be afraid to ask questions about anything and everything. There are no dumb or answers at all throughout the college search process.
Definitely second that. I would offer a tip in terms of organization is create a Gmail account for applying and communicating with schools. So everything is in one place, everything's easy to find, and make a little Google Drive folder. And, you know, if you have questions, like Tanisha was saying, you could write the questions next to the schools that you're looking at.
Yeah, I definitely agree with all of these. I would maybe just add, if you're not completely sure if hospitality is the field for you, you don't have to think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. Just think about, you know, what you want the next 4 years of your life to look like. If you're interested in traveling, you know, if you're looking for something hands-on, then this might be something to pursue, even if you're not sure this is what you're going to be doing forever, because it's a big decision to make at 17, what you want to do forever. But I mean, you can think of where you can see yourself in a year or two.
And I agree with everything that has been said before me. I would just add, you know, keep your options open. As you know, people have already mentioned, you are young. It's hard to make a decision at your age. So keep your options open. There is so much out there for you. And, you know, you can change your mind. If you need to change degree later on or move into a different specialty, you can do it. Don't panic.
Everyone said such wonderful things. I agree with everything. I guess I'll add that apply to more scholarships than you think you'll need, and make sure that you're looking for program specific scholarships, because there are a lot in hospitality specifically. The industries, there's a number of foundations that want to support future leaders in hospitality, and you never know, it can't hurt to apply. So apply for more than you think you need, and you might just have that much more to cover your costs.
Fantastic, everyone. Great answers all around. I hope everyone took notes of not only those good answers, but also the fantastic presentations that you all provided earlier today. I want to thank all of our panelists for being here. I also want to thank all of you who have attended today. I hope that you were able to learn a little bit more, consider some institutions that you hadn't been previously thinking about, taking down some websites and email addresses and doing some more research after this. I want to remind everyone that this is part of a larger event, so make sure you take a look at other sessions taking place today. And then if you missed any of the sessions, you can always find those recordings at strivescan.com/COSI. I put that link in the chat for you one more time. Finally, when you close out the presentation today, you're going to get a very quick 5-question survey. Any feedback that you can provide us will help make these events better in the future. That's all we have for you all. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye now.